too. I now want to bring in Democratic strategist Brad Howard and Republican strategist Whitley Yates. Good morning to both of you. Whitley, let me start with you. You know, my team and I were talking this morning. There was no sitting back for him on Christmas, drinking eggnog, watching football. I mean, he didn't turn it off yesterday. What did you make of that flurry of posts? 41 of them, to be exact.
Yeah, it's very Trump-like. This is what you get when you elect President Trump, someone who's not going to sit back, drink eggnog, or take naps like Joe Biden. He is someone who's consistently thinking about America, consistently on Truth Social talking about America, and creating this type of environment around things that he likes as well as things that he does not like.
Brad, what did it tell you about kind of his mindset, what the beginning of his new administration might look like? He's not even president yet.
Well, I think he should probably get a little sleep because he's got a big job at hand. Look, Trump does this. He throws, he likes to throw kind of, bombs into the air on current events and topics that he thinks are relevant, worthy of discussion. And, the meat of the story is the people he's appointing to these positions. And then he's throwing these kind of topics out there because he's really good at grabbing headlines and narratives and media attention. And, hence we're talking about it. So it's working. But, there are some troubling things here that he's proposing. Number one, in fact, that some of them can't be done. Like you can't buy Greenland or, just take back control of the Panama Canal without, a lot of problems that are in the way. Number one, Greenland's not for sale. And number two, the Panama Canal was returned to Panama by the U.S. And, it's not something we need. It's something nice to have, but it seems the focus is in the wrong place. It seems to be on vanity projects rather than actually doing things that are going to help the American people in the long term.
Yeah. Speaking of bombs, your cat also likes to photobomb a good live hit on NewsNation. I love to see it. It's Christmas break. He also, Whitley, he pumped up his choices of Hegseth, Kash, Patel yesterday. I mean, he dedicated almost, a quarter of his truths, it seemed, yesterday to those two specifically, not Gabbard, not Rubio. Does that indicate to you that those picks are in trouble and he knows it?
I mean, I think that those picks are the ones who've captured most of the headlines. Those picks are the ones who the left has really gone after consistently. And so making sure that he doubles down on his support is something that he must do. And the truth is securing the border, getting rid of the deep state, and really just making sure that America is back on top is what he said in his campaign. And I don't think that MAGA is really just a slogan. I think it's a mission for him. So whether or not he can purchase Greenland, the fact is that he is interested in that country for military reasons. Whether or not the Panama Canal should be under U.S. control, he thinks that it should. But the truth is that China has been operating the canal when America built it. Yes, it was returned in 1999. But the truth is that there is some significant strategic actions happening with China and Panama that Trump is concerned about, and we should be too.
Yeah, and Brad, let me follow up on that because you also touched on that as well. This dispute over the Panama Canal, it is the latest fault line with China. I mean, it turns out the country controls 2 of Panama's 5 principal ports, responsible for large parts of the canal's infrastructure. Should lawmakers be concerned over China's role in Central America? And do you think Trump has a point there?
Well, you should absolutely be concerned about the growing influence of China across the world, not just in Panama. And I would argue the American first foreign policy agenda is a gift to the Chinese Communist Party as Trump wants to withdraw from places like Africa and Southeast Asia, where the Chinese influence is only growing. So I absolutely think we should address growing Chinese, influence around the world. I think taking back the Panama Canal is A, not on the table as a realistic option, and B, not the way to do it. And then going back to his cabinet nominees, let's be clear about folks like his defense secretary nominee. It's not Democrats or the far left that's attacking him. It's his coworkers at Fox News that are raising concerns about his alleged drinking. It is his own mother raising concerns about his alleged, abuses of women. And so it is not Democrats that have concerns for him. It is Republicans. And so these Senate Republicans, whether you're talking about the defense secretary or any of the other nominees, they have to give them their vote, and they're going to be held responsible for the actions of these cabinet nominees. And I would think, as a member of the Republican Party, you would want to give the president, ensure he has competent, effective leadership that is scandal-free, so they can make Trump look good. If these nominees go down once they're confirmed, because these allegations aren't going to go away, if it continues to drag him down, he can't do his job as president.
It'll be fascinating to see how these confirmation hearings shake out and who ends up getting these spots officially. I got to end it there, but Brad Howard, Whitley Yates, thank you so much, as always, for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.